Hi, what's going on? It's Derp here. You won't know my face. This is the first time I've uploaded my face onto YouTube. The channel used to be called PvP Dudes. I decided to rebrand, start afresh. It's now Derp PvP. 'Cause obviously that's my in-game name. And yeah, I just fancied getting back into content creation. So here I've what do you call it? Screen recorded. That's the one. Screen recorded some Holiday Cup battles. I whacked a team together, and I think it's worked really nicely. It covers a lot of the meta. It's really like hard meta Pokemon. So not much spice here, but I will bring spice later on into the channel, depending on how much we grow. But yeah, that's probably enough of an intro that we need. Just enjoy the battles. Let's get into them, I guess. So I'm leading Frostlass. I think Frostlass is just absolutely deadly in any cup that it's eligible in. So we lead it into Vigoroth. Now this is really nice because we resist both counters and body slams. So I don't throw the avalanche immediately, and they try to catch. I'm really slow to the swap. They reach Dazzling Gleam here. So I'm going to shield. There's no reason for them to bait. And it is the Dazzling Gleam. That's really good. Now I'm going to just go for the Hail Mary Hydro Pump here. Hope to land big damage. I let a Powder Snow through. Not great on my part. Boom. That does so much. No reason to shield this. It's just a Weather Ball. It'll do like, what, 10% of my health. That's perfect. So we'll leave with a bit of residual energy. They come back in with Vigoroth, which is to be expected. This is likely a Bulldoze, purely because they've no reason to bait here. I'm down shield. It lands. It does a lot. But I still reach a Thunderbolt, which I think is pretty good. Now, at this point, I really don't want to get farmed down, because a Bulldoze is somewhat threatening to my Altaria. So, a bit of lag for them. I swap. Now they're bringing Talonflame. I think this is GG's already. I've got so much energy. I'm at 100. So, I'm going to throw 2 more Powder Snows. Perfect timing here. Throw another Avalanche. This likely gets a second shield, because health is really valuable. It's their only play at this point. And I was going to go for the Shadow Ball here, but at last second, I realized I'd only reach an Avalanche, which is fine. It still hits for a lot. Avalanche is a Psy Strike clone, so really energy efficient. I come with Lantern, expecting to soak up the damage from this charge move. Hopefully they Brave Bird, just a Flame Charge. That's absolutely fine. We bring in Diggersby. At this point, Diggersby's such a tank. It can take anything, but I do shield this. It could be a Brave Bird. It's just a Flame Charge again, so they try to catch on Vigoroth. I ended up throwing on CMP. That's not great, but I've got enough energy here at this point. I think I throw this. Yeah, I'm 2 away from the next Fire Punch here, so I know that the Talonflame isn't at a move, and 2 turns times 2, so 4 turns versus their 5, and I reach the Fire Punch. This should kill the Talonflame, and GG's to this battler. I think I played this pretty well. Overall, I was very slow to the swap-in the opening matchup after they tried to attempt to catch. And I think that was probably the only real misplay there. So we're going to go into the next game. As you can see, I'm at 2000 elo. Not great at the game. This is part of the reason I decided to do content creation, so I can improve. Right, into Graveler here. So this is Volt Switch. This is not very positive. However, I know that with energy, I can flip this. So I decided to catch the Rock Blast onto Lantern. This is really good for me. Hopefully they swap out here. They do, into a Charmeleon and Ninetales. So I'm aware that, like, this isn't a great matchup for me. I'm going for the Hydro Pump, but it's a Charmer. They're probably going to shield. Please land. Nope, it gets shielded, but that's fine. I'm happy to take shield advantage here. Hopefully they Psyshock, they Weather Ball. That's not great, because they're going to be able to farm me down with 3 charms. I think I bring a Frostlass here. Yeah, this makes sense. I've got plenty of energy. That was pretty poor timing on my part. They got an extra charm there. But Shadow Ball's going to one-shot anyway, so that didn't really matter. I'm going to see what they're going to come in with here. They're bringing the Agrav, and they're 2 away on this turn, so a bit of lag there means I get to throw, I think, 5 Powder Snows for their 2 Volt Switches. But it doesn't matter. I catch a Rock Blast anyway. And they've got Wigglying back, so it's double charm. This is not what you like to see, especially running a Glassy Mon like Frostlass in the lead. But thankfully, Diggersby's so thick. Taking all these charms, just going to go straight for the EQ. Lands, that's really solid damage, meaning that I think Fire Punch should more or less KO from here. So I'm happy to just go straight Fire Punch from this point on. I'm aware that I'm going to have to shield a charge move coming in soon. Yeah, here it is. This is the Ice Beam. I think I should shield. I don't shield. I'm going for the cheeky 2 shield flex. So we're going to go for the Powder Snow down here. It gets super low, but I believe from this point, Shadow Ball should be one-shotting the Agrav. Come on. Nice. Right, we get the one-shot and the 2 shield flex. So GG to that battler. I think that game, I didn't play it too poorly. No, I made some really good play there. The 2 catches, very important. Also, apologies for this little bar along the bottom. I'll have to fix that in the next video. But yeah, right. Bad lead, really bad lead. Talonflame is not good. So I say swap Diggersby, and they're staying in. I'm like, oh, but then they swap into Lantern. And at this point, I know that I can flip switch here. So I'm going straight for the EQ. No baiting here. We don't do baits. And boom, that does so much. So I'm happy here to shield this. I don't think they bait because they only reach 1 move. Yeah, Hydro Pump. I'm just going to farm down. I leave this matchup with 100 energy and so much health, even if they bring in Talonflame, but they bring in Stunfisk. So this battler maybe doesn't know their typings. I go for the EQ. It gets the shield. That's to be expected. I'm going to throw on, I think this was for CMP tie. So they do win the CMP. But Mud Bomb just does literally nothing. Diggersby is so thick. Oh my god. Yeah, EQ. Boom. That does so much. Diggersby is absolutely tearing past this guy's team. I meant to throw on CMP there, but I'm pretty sure they didn't throw the charge move. So that didn't trigger CMP. 5-punch kills. They've got Talon in back. And at this point, I know that Lantern sweeps. I tried to catch a move. Probably not the best play from me, but at this point, I know the game's already over. They probably flame charge here. Makes sense. They want to try and ramp up that damage, so a Brave Bird threatens me. I time my charge move really well, only giving them 1 free turns worth of energy. Thunderbolt gets the shield, as I'd expect. And at this point, they probably should Brave Bird here, but I think this was only enough for the flame. Yeah, it's only a flame charge. And so, like, it doesn't threaten me. And yeah, right, this is the next flame charge. And it still doesn't kill Lantern. Lantern is so thick as well. I think one thing I love about this team, Frostlass is really glassy. Mine, especially, it's attack weighted. It's got horrible IVs. Don't even ask me what the IVs are. But yeah, the 2 tanks in back, Lantern and Diggersby, both kind of weak to grass, which is why Frostlass pairs nice with them. And yeah, I just love running tanky mons because you don't need to shield, and it's great. So going into the next game here, GG's to that opponent. I think we're 3-0 in this set right now, so I'm thinking, all right, this is going well. Going up against a rank 20 trainer, so probably someone who's not battled much. Right, a low Ninetales in lead, and it's Charm. So this isn't a great lead because, like, I don't win. So I decide to build up loads of energy, try to catch a Weather Ball, and no, I fail. So they bring in Vigoroth, and at this point, I let in a counter as well. Dude, I'm already thinking I've lost this game just off of that. They shield, so that's somewhat good for me. They did shield a Thunderbolt bait. This is probably Bulldoze. Yeah, that does a lot. I'm not getting to a Hydra, so I just go for the Thunderbolt. Again, I let in a counter. I don't know what my denial's like here. And yeah, so they let that go. And at this point, Frostlass is not healthy enough. So I'm going to throw. This is probably CMP tie on their Body Slam. They no shield. So that's good for me. Frostlass is preserved with a little bit of health. I'm just hoping Diggersby can absolutely put in work here. And they've got Sableye left. And notice I stored a Shadow Ball and an Avalanche on my Frostlass before swapping out of that. So they bring in the Ninetales. I've got to shield this Weather Ball. A bit of lag means I get in 2 Mudshots for that 1 Charm. I think this is CMP here. I'm forced to no shield. I'm really scared of a return from Sableye doing more. So we go for the EQ here. Weird lag means we only get a great, because I hit all the bubbles there, but that does mean we get to farm down. So here, I know I've got the move loaded, and they know I've got the move loaded. So I'm going straight for the EQ. I don't see them shielding this. And boom, that is a lot. But I'm still at risk. So I tried to catch for CMP there, but it didn't work. I'm forced to shield. It's only a foul play. I'm so scared they reach a return here. But then they throw one more and throw their move. And I'm thinking, this can't be a return. It's only a foul play. Which barely doesn't KO. I reach the Fire Punch. And because I've got the move stored on Frostlass, I'm going to be able to swap out here, throw the Avalanche, and this is GG. I think I played this really well, storing the move, because had I not stored the move, it would have been a bit more sketchy for me in the end game there. But yeah, GG's to the opponent. What happened there? I didn't like. I don't like a Charmer in the lead because I don't have a hard response, as you can tell, to a Charmer. But I handle it relatively well, and I think the shield, getting shields down, was pretty handy. In the secondary match. Right, Graveler again, but as you're gonna see, this one's Rock Throw. And I'm scared here. I swap straight out into Lantern, and they bring in Vigoroth. Vigoroth is so common, and that's why I love running Frostlass. So I went for Thunderbolt, and they went for the Body Slam. So if I were them, I would have built up to the Bulldoze, but they probably just wanted to get off some damage. So I'm gonna go for the Thunderbolt bait. Okay, they shield that. That's good for me. So I'm thinking, no, I can't get to another Hydro Pump before they reach a Body Slam. I go for another Thunderbolt bait. And as you're going to see here, I get the second shield. And so I'm thinking, right, they throw their move as well. They're not energy dry, but they don't have lots of energy. So this is a decent situation. I'm seeing a big sweep coming here. So Frostlass gets to the Avalanche before they get to a Bulldoze, which is really nice. This should be KOing the Vigoroth so much. And yeah, they stay in. I swap into Diggsby and they stay in. And they let me get such an energy lead that I'm seeing that one Fire Punch and one EQ kills this Frostlass here. So had they swapped in a bit earlier, I'd be a bit more scared. But I'm 2 shields up. I've got a really thick Pokemon. That was CMP, so they don't get any more damage in. This is definitely going to be killing the Frostlass. Boom! That does a lot. And yeah, they've got Graveler in back. And that is GG, because they literally can't do anything there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's just a small one, just a bit of a testing the water. I'm definitely intending on uploading more content into the new year. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I just hope you enjoyed. Smack a like if you did. Consider subscribing. And yeah, have a nice Christmas. Merry Christmas to everyone as well. So yeah, see ya.